Alrighty. I am live. Hello everybody. We are currently fighting a scorpion. Dude. Where's Deets? There we go. Whoa! Whoa! Yo, we got some likes in the video. Thank you, everybody. This thing's currently creaming our alliance. If you're here. Let me pull up the source of the party so you guys can see. Docs, vertical sources. I think it's this one? No, this one. Yeah, there we go. Is that Mandow? No. I have a lock-styled dagger on. It's the chocobo knife. God, this poison is awful. I have one antidote. I'm just going to use it and pray. Oh, I got poisoned. Yeah, no, I'm still probably... If I'm lucky, April. Okay. Antidote. Oh. All right, friends. I started up the stream. I'm like, hey, you know what? We're gonna be fighting something. Let's start it up, and did not pay enough attention to. Anyway, yeah, I have a DAT swap for the chocobo knife because that's not currently in Horizon. My audio sounds weird. Is this crackling for anybody else? Check, check, check. Hello. Checkity check. Doesn't. What'd you say? Does it do poison? Yeah, it's got a nasty poison. Let me get iTunes up here as well. Yeah, and it killed our tank at the same time it killed me, so we're kind of, you know, we're waffling a little bit, but it's not too hard to recover. Once we kill one scorpion, it gets significantly easier. What is this, cell phone mode? It is. This should be going to my shorts feed. So, if you're seeing it on my main channel, I still don't know why it does that. I think that's an oversight on YouTube's part. Right, Rookie. Oh, tell you what, let me check actually. Let me check my shorts feed. Or my stream key. Yeah, this should be going to my shorts feed. Oh, people are becoming channel members again. It's that resub time of night. Man, the audio is weird. Okay, hold on. I'm hearing like the weirdest crackling. Check, 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 check. Let's try that. A little better? Hmm. But yeah, I'm experimenting with the shorts feed, and like, so if you find me on shorts, I don't know how you do that. If you're there from the shorts feed, hello. It should be perfect. I don't know. There's nobody, like, I can't like email YouTube and be like, why does this go to my main channel? Is what it is. If it's at least semi-viewable, good stuff. Oh boy. Technically, I don't even need to be alive until the third Scorpion. So, like, I don't have a lot of hope for me being up here. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a nice day. Good old Monday evening. We released an episode of the podcast that's very important that came out today. If you haven't seen it, it's 20 minutes, and we make some real changes to the podcast. So if you're a fan, I definitely recommend listening. Ain't no way I'm home pointing when when I'm just here on Thief or TH. I'm not necessary. Dude. Oh, no, wrong button. That should be right. Why isn't it? The heck? Oh, there we go. Oh, the whole alliance. There we go. There's the alliance, chat. Kind of wish I had come /white mage like I wanted to. Because now there's just a Scorpion. He's just looming all over dead bodies. Yep. Oh, whoa, do not whistle. Dude, I just blew my own eardrums. I apologize. Yeah. I think another thing that's going on, chat, that you guys don't see is the draw in from the Scorpion put some of our Link Shell members, like, physically into the ground. And so they currently cannot cast spells. I really don't want to take a home point here. Tractor. They're alive, though. People are alive and stuck in the wall. I would get a closer look, but I'm incapacitated. They're panicking in voice chat, but you can see on my screen IFDET is at 4%, which is great. Because if we can kill one Scorpion, this whole thing shores up a little bit. They're panicking. It's great. I love it. It sucks, but Oh, man. So what are y'all up to, huh? Anybody locate the shorts stream yet? Dear YouTube Shorts. Here's my dead body. Oh, good, it died. Okay, one down. 5-2. Tamaine. Tamaine, why did you send me profanities in the mail, Tamaine? Five, 2. Oh, Shadow Lord fight? You're doing Shadow Lord for one of the nations? Profanities, what? You sent me a bunch of profane memories. Hey there, Katie. Welcome back. Yeah, weekend was nice. I was having a great weekend, and then Monday came, and now I'm dead on the floor. Oh, because they ain't worth shit and I bought some? Yeah, it was for alchemy. I forget what they even... the last time I bought memories in a cluster like that was like a week or two ago, and I was making... Oh, I needed like 5 Earth Anima. Sorry, Monday game. Yeah, me too. I was making stone skin torques for some people. Xeno, actually. Xeno got started on their... how far away? I'm 30 yalms, okay. Mat fights, and the stone skin torque was supposed to help. So I ended up selling another one to a buddy of mine, and then I sold a couple in the auction house. It's probably not worth making, but like I said, it helps some people with their mat fight, so... Ally's looking a little better. It's really that first Scorpion, man. Holding 3 of them at the same time is just... Ugh. I really want to TH this one, but I'm afraid of getting poisoned. I still got time. It's at 31%. 29. Oh, by the way, the liking to hatch the egg thing works. So if you're out there and you're watching the shorts feed, I found out in order to like this stream, you got to click on the 3 dots at the top right corner and then click like. So I would love if people would test that out, give a like to the stream. Ooh, there we go. TH'd. Did it work? Yes, look! Rock on. Thank you, everybody. Danny says they're surprised people still play FF11. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with the scene, the actual retail servers from way back in the day are actually still running. Oh, I'm dead. That poison, dude. It's so strong. It's like 60 health a tick. But there's actually a very vibrant private server scene as well. Just like any older games, you know, RuneScape, World of Warcraft, geez, the list goes on and on. Phantasy Star Online, Ultima Online. You know, the players have sort of like held up that scene. And I'm currently playing on a private server. You still have all your physical discs in the original box with COP. Let's go. Were you a PS2 or a PC player, Danny? I wish I still had my original PS2 box, the big one with the hard drive and stuff. I don't even know what happened to that. It's funny. I had my PS2 like with the hard drive up until college, and then a friend of mine bought it off me so he could do like a soft mod and play like burned games, like burned CDs. You're playing on a PC server as well. Okay, nice. What happened? Full heal? You're playing Dancer / Ninja, nice. PC release Tartar Summoner / White Mage. Nice. All your PC discs are in a bookshelf. I wish I had my COP disc as well, because I had to buy, when PS2, you had to buy like a PS2 case, like disc, and you had to install it onto your hard drive. But that, I would just love to have that PS2 case again. Put it on my Final Fantasy collection back on my shelf here. Yeah, you had to, that's right, you had to register your expansion pack to your account. But then after that, you were good. And actually, even currently to today, if you were to log into your old account, right, and you quit during Treasures of Adargon, even to today, you would have to individually purchase on your account the future expansions. Like one by one. They sell like it's like an all-in-one pack, and you can occasionally catch it on sale for like $10, half off it to like $10. But yeah, the game's still kicking. I'm not, however. I am not kicking. I am the opposite of kicking. I'm twitching. El Soggy Toast says he just recently jumped on Horizon. It's so nice to play like it was back in the early 2Ks. Yeah, for sure. It's a very classic sort of gameplay loop, simpler systems. Simpler gameplay loops. I just really enjoy it. I mean, I played current retail and for years, but then took a break for this. You just paid for monthly sub on the Play Online official site. You probably bought the Ultimate Edition, though, I bet. But yeah, right now we're fighting a custom fight on Horizon, the Horizon server. It's 3 scorpions that whoop ass. Am I involved in the crab fight next? Let me check the roster. No, I'm not in the next fight. So we'll be free. I can't target the... Yeah, I can't target. You've stopped playing after Wings. How has the game evolved since then? That's a really cool question. Because an absolutely amazing expansion was released after Wings, called Seekers of Adeline. I'm gonna put TH on this one more time, just to be sure. Which involved going to an entirely different continent, and it was this whole game. I wasn't there for the early part of the expansion. A lot of people quit. So I can give you a little bit of timeline, right? Oh, not poison again. I'm coming Thief/White Mage to this next time. A lot of people quit, right? Because what happened was all of the ultimate weapons were all power crept at the very beginning of the expansion, right? So what happened was items that you could get, like, just generally from doing the normal content, were all stronger than, like, your Excaliburs, your, you know, just name a melee weapon. And I mean, there was no chance for me to use an antidote there. I had 1 tick window. But that to say, the expansion Seekers is actually really fascinating. There was a whole community effort to sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, colonize this continent. And you had to go out and you had to do logging and fishing and all these things in order to unlock, like, the different levels that the main city would give you access to. It would give you, like, access to more, like, goods and stuff like that based upon the concerted effort of the entire player base. It's actually a really fascinating thing that I did not get to experience. So I came in after that had already been done. And still really like the city, still really like the 2 new jobs that released, the Rune Fencer and Geomancer. Seekers is a really cool expansion for a lot of its own reasons. So how has the game evolved since Wings? Well, you know, they released, basically it's like an item level era now. So in Wings they unlocked the ability to get to level 99, through Abyssia, right? And then levels stopped at 99. But then now items are eye level, so they go up to eye level 119, which is like, if you've played like a WoW or whatever, you know that implies that your character power is higher than your level cap at 99, right? So you're essentially like level 119, but you're level 99. And further items than that continue to be released at that same item level, but they have more and more stats. So the game is, like, if you remember having like 4 strength on a piece of gear, well, now you have like, 20 or whatever it is. So there we go. I am GTFOing. Okay, this thing full healed itself. I'm gonna get a target on it if I can. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it's the game. The current retail game is actually in a really interesting place that I think they're doing well, but they're like they don't have a lot of funding, they don't have a lot of devs and stuff like that. So it's kind of like hanging on by a thread. But it's got a really interesting like end game going right now with a lot of like really hard fights, like stuff you need to be geared to the teeth. You need to have like they have like this thing called job points, which is like, you know, sort of like FF Tactics. They've drawn, I think there's been a number of inspirational draws from like FF Tactics, which is my other, you know, favorite Final Fantasy. And you need to have like your job points maxed out in addition to like further points than that, which all add to your main base character, you know, your stats and whatnot. And they've generally designed very difficult fights. It's a lot of fun. I played it for, like I said, I played 2017 till 2022 pretty extensively, was really involved in like the super endgame stuff, and then just I decided, you know, I want to just do normal things. And when this server Horizon launched, it was like I can just with my friends I can go unlock artifact armor, you know, I can go EXP in a real EXP party, which does not happen in modern retail. And just like it, while the current game in its current iteration has kind of like made a really interesting, fast-paced sort of like experience, there's a number of reasons why it's lost its social aspect, which Horizon recaptured by just having a very large player base. And there's a number of other reasons, you know, stuff that I rant about on this stream all the time. Pooba. You miss your link shell and the friends you made, and that's it. And the community here, wrong. You've been playing main retail and your group does EXP. Your group does like your EXP to 99, Puma Beast. That's really interesting. I mean, I think if you are in a very unique situation, you absolutely are, because trusts are just superior in every way on leveling to 99. And then like even job points are, you can do parties, but even that is like, you've seen many others do this. I think then you are extremely uniquely positioned. Even miss sitting in the dunes with a new job for hours searching for parties. And and like there's a lot of the like old school play loops that are just really satisfying, even though they're difficult, that I missed personally. So yeah, all this says why I moved over to Horizon, and I've just been really enjoying it. It's nice to be able to, the social aspect of partying with people and grouping up. There's alliance content. The alliance content in current retail is still, it's plagued by people multi-boxing in order to get stuff done efficiently. And I don't know, I'm gonna grab my water, it's right over here. Don't forget to like the stream, friends. When 2 more likes, we hatch the egg. Or no, in 2 more likes, we get 1 step closer to hatching that chocobo. I just haven't played retail for ages. Welcome to my channel, Puma. And I'm out of water. You got back in via the Eden server. Anyone know if Horizon has surpassed Eden yet in true player count? I didn't like Eden's dual boxing. So Seabass, there's no dual boxing allowed in Horizon. So the true player count is monstrous compared to Eden. I will do an SCA all for you. in as soon as I'm alive, and then you'll see how many single boxed players are currently online on a Monday evening. Okay, when did I die? Wait a second. I just looked up. Your best memory was running into some JP players in West Ron Fair as a 7 Dragoon / 3 Sam. Went to the dunes and partied together until you were 33. Oh man. Dude, catching like a late night like party with like Japanese players back in OG retail, like you knew. Now this wasn't 100% true because I had a few bad experiences in my time. You knew you were gonna get some good EXP, like, because I mean obviously I was in school back then. It was a long time ago. But like on a weekend night especially, you know, when you could stay up and not get in trouble. You knew. Dude, I am crazy excited. – 6 months at Heaven's Ward, which is where I left off. I played 2.0 to like 2.4. I played 2.0 until 14 is cool, but the community isn't right. Yeah, you know, I think the issue with the community of 14 is it's good in a general sense, but it is unnecessary to be good in a wider sense, right? Because you don't have to like care about trying to get me raised. But yeah, so like in like 11, right? So you have to have like, for example, to get the best loot in this game, you need to have like 30 people camping, you know, a monster that's going to pop at a certain time frame. Like it's hard to draw comparisons, but it's interesting to look at like what the difference in community is like everything you do is community driven. And so it has to, by necessity, have to have a good larger community. You hatched the chocobo! Yeah. Look at this guy. He's my favorite. So dapper. But like, for example, you just do a dungeon, you get into a finder, you might be cordial with the people. I mean, I remember back then when you had to like I had a mule in each city so I could check AH prices, and yeah, the auction house, that makes sense. I read Bazaar and was like, what? I remember. So part of my love of playing 11 is like, let me get XI camera up. Is playing the markets. And when you had a market like in like Bastock that was different from like Windurst, and Windurst had less alchemists, for example, there would be like less silent oils maybe. So you would go and you'd fill that niche. I love playing the market in this game. That's why I do so much crafting here on Horizon. All right, we got in-game music back. Actually, I kind of like that track. Yeah, Zach, if I ever do, I want to do a video on the differences between like modern 11 and private server. I think one of the biggest selling points of modern 11 is your ability, if you want to just play through the story, you can do it as almost like a single player experience. Is actually a huge benefit. Why didn't that update? Let me try OBS, GDI, max likes, light count, or 35. Variables. I'm looking at my programming I have set up here for that like counter. I'm just glad it worked as far as it did, but it is currently we should be at 26 right now, not 25. If it equals 25, then do this thing. If it's greater than 25, oh, there we go. Oh, when it equals, it doesn't update. All right, I gotta fix that. All good. Nope, 11. Puma in here being very contrarian. Which part did you need help with? Because it does not. The only part is the very end fight of Rhapsodies of Vana'diel. If you needed help prior to Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, I would understand if you explained, but I don't think there's much there. What is the name of that end boss? It's not Cloud of Darkness. Maybe it is Cloud of Darkness. What is the last fight in Rhapsodies of Vana'diel? Google! Rhapsodies. That's not the missions page. Rhapsodies of Vana'diel missions. There we go. All right. And now we can finally cut off the alliance. There we go. Cloud is hard to solo, yeah. That's the only thing. You know my dad, it's DA. Oh. Soccer 9. What's up, kid? Yeah. ROV was, yeah, somebody, if you have issues getting through the main storyline on Modern 11, you just didn't have enough you didn't have enough trust, I think. All right. Yo, Apex. Yeah, well, 11 is still running in a couple of ways. This is a private server. And we're currently playing in the COP era. What is the first? Let's send some stuff to my mule first before we do anything else. You were 75? Well, 75 is too low. Well, you really want to get to 99, yeah. But even 75 with all trust, you should be able to do all the expansions. Yeah. But yeah, this is I gotta hop out of voice chat now that I'm not involved anymore. I got too much streamer brain, chat. I can't be doing content where I'm not even that engaged with while streaming, but it's all right. We just spent a lot of time on the floor. All right, let's send some stuff to my mule. We already did. All right, time to log to Fruit Cup. Eleven's definitely got a learning curve. Any tips for new players on Horizon, brother? I got at least one video that's got a decent amount of tips. It's I think I got like a 25 tips for Horizon video. I would say they're not all applicable to a new player, but you could definitely pull something from that. Oops. Here's Fruit Cup. This is my crafting mule. This is my goldsmithing mule. Money. I'm rich. Yeah. And don't worry, it's fool's gold. If I could sell this and finish my Mandao, I would. Oh, call. Oh. How do I? There we go. Fruit Cup's got very important gear to look at. Oh, jeez. Her resolution is screwy. I don't know why. None of my settings save after I log. But yeah, we're just hanging out, just playing some Horizon. There's no, we don't know when the next batch of new content is going to come out. Obviously, that'll be more on my main channel. Right now, we're just streaming the shorts. I hope y'all have a good viewing experience. I'm still experimenting with that. Yeah, let's clear out my inventory a little bit here. Why do I think FF11 wasn't as popular in the West? Interesting. Yeah, as far as I know, it had a very large Japanese player base. But of course, the people I interacted with were mainly English speaking. Yeah, WoW might actually be the answer to that. I mean, WoW is significantly more popular. At the time, I would argue with WoW players. Like your game's so goofy looking. Get out of here. All right, what else I gotta get rid of? But nowadays, I just see us all as part of one greater MMO RPG landscape, Although I have to say, WoW content, online video content, bores the crap out of me. Sometimes it's interesting, but most part, it just does not keep my interest. All right. Let's see. Oh, I can put back. Actually, I got two more things to do here. I got to ship Druin his Scorpion Harness, and we'll go farm a key for Paladin AF. I don't want to do Paladin AF tonight, because I want to do that on my main channel. So, or on my main stream rather. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go farm a couple of keys, I think. Let's see, artifact armor. We're gonna need Under Oath and Bogart's Hands. LDM Necropolis, are you kidding me? And Zval. Zval coffer key. LDM coffer key. Badeau and Garlage. Oh, this is awful. Paladin's got the worst. Paladin's got the worst artifact. Are you? This is literally all the worst spots in the game. Garlage Citadel, Castle's Val, and the LDM Necropolis. Yikes. All right. All right. We're going to go to LDM because that's the closest. Oh, wait. Or have Thief's Tools? Can I pick the lock for this? Yo, rock on, Danny. Welcome. Yeah, if you're an 11 fan, definitely check out some of my my channel content. Relic farming in ROZ was such a pain, especially when you lose a lot on something you spent all... Yeah, I don't know. So, as far as anybody understands, like, the drop rate of artifact armor, or relic armor rather, in Horizon is not different from what it was in retail, but it feels that way. And I don't know if that's because of player knowledge or player skill or what, but man, I spent I don't know how many months getting my Red Mage hat way back in the day. Okay, putting this boomerang away. Now look at Black Mages. Is Black Mages artifact questing that bad too? All right, where do I gotta go to? Battalia. Battalia is outside of Upper Juno. All right. So we're gonna farm a couple of coffer keys with my good old thief here, trusty treasure hunter that occasionally works. Yeah, I wish I could remember how many tries Red Mage Matt took me. Because I think about that sometimes. But I do remember it being difficult. I think it was like 3 times. And we may get to doing Red Mage on this channel. I'm still up in the air about what I want to do. I don't know, maybe I'll put up a poll or something. But and especially if you're new, you might not know, but I am working on making a Mandao, and I've been working on it since June of last year. I'm at the finish line basically. I need like 40 million gil. It's still a lot. But the way Mandao works here on Horizon is Horizon's an Era Plus server, and what that means is it's kind of like Season of Discovery is for WoW, if that means anything to anybody. In the sense that they have taken some things of the initial gameplay loop and they have tweaked them, or the initial gameplay anything, and just tweaked them. And for example, the relics have been slightly reworked in order to be more, in some cases, useful in the jobs they're on. For example, Thief Mandao used to add poison on hit, which is strong it's extra DPS, but like, why would you want to use the strongest dagger in the game? And what if you have to sleep the thing you're fighting? You know, now it's poisoned. Now you can't use this strong dagger that you spent all this time getting, right? So they changed that here on Horizon. They changed that to adds gravity instead of adds poison. There you go. So, but the other thing they did is they made Mandao more attractive to Red Mage and Bard, which are the other 2 jobs on it. And I have to decide which of those I want to play. And I'm leaning heavily towards Red Mage because it was my OG. Is there any music in here? There's not. It was my OG job back in COP era, original COP era. I don't even know what drops coffer keys. Hey, what's up, Dino? Yeah, I hid my streams within my shorts feed. Nah, I'm testing this out because I really like the layout. I like the vertical layout. I almost tried streaming to TikTok because I'm like, that looks really cool. Like, it's just like such a more casual way of streaming. And yeah, I'm not. I can't open the coffer yet, Rookie. I'm just getting a key while we're hanging out. And like I was gonna put my shorts up on TikTok to try to gain a following on there, so I could get a stream key, so I could stream through OBS, so I could do a vertical format. And then I watched a random video. It was like, oh yeah, by the way, YouTube allows streaming to your shorts feed, and I was like, what the hell? What do I want with TikTok? The game closed in my face. Oh, it's open. Yo, oh. Yo, go. All right, we're putting on hand-to-hands here, chat. I got a pair of knuckles. FF11 NPC stream incoming. What is your name? My name is Ka. I think I should have sneak on. I don't know if I need it or not, but... Oh! Is this thing gonna kill me? Alright, listen. I have never had that kind of luck on a coffer in my life, and I can't even open it. Wait, can I just pick my coffers, or do I need the key? I'm just doing this out of order, chat. That's my problem. You do not need to be on a paladin. This is not the... This is the hands, and it says right here, you can pick it as thief. Okay, thank you, Raze. That's so funny. And this is the one place I decided to go. I bet you this coffer is not worth, I'll just shout. I'm just gonna shout and let people know. Hit me! These are so low level compared to me. Poison Ga. Chest key. My sub job item. I'm leaving. Screw this. I gotta take off my hoodie 1 sec, chat. All right. No, I have tools. But like, if somebody's looking for this coffer, I don't want to stick it on cooldown for no reason. I literally didn't activate the quest. That's what I meant by I'm doing it out of order. Like I just didn't want to actually quest my paladin AF yet. I wanted to just get some keys. That way I can stream to my main channel. Then we can actually just knock it all out because I've already got the keys. So that was on me. I picked the exact wrong thing. I need Garrulage, Citadel, and Bedeau keys. Yeah. Those are the two. I literally picked out of the three. I picked the one wrong one. So, oh, and Zval. I need a Zval key. What is that for? Oh, to get some paintbrush. I can do that one on Thief as well. Okay. So it's literally just Garlage, Citadel, and Bedeau. All right. Paladin artifact once I get around to questing it, Nico. Oh, yo, I sent that plushie away today to the UK. By the way, I know you got it to me like a month ago or whatever, but just took me a while. I'm gonna DM the person either tonight or tomorrow and let them know. I went too far. What up, Sniggity Snail? What's up, Snail? All right, we're gonna go to Bordeaux because that's a fun place. Actually, I need echo drops. I have them. Okay. We gotta go to Durfland. Oh yeah, the Japanese magic card packs. That's right. Are we getting close to turtle time? Oh no! We are. Yo, chat. We did a really fun thing last night. All right. So, you know, I know we have some like current FF11 players in here, but we might have some like people that like haven't played in a long time. But I'm sure you remember from back in the day, the Kings, Camping Kings. You know, Fafnir, Nidhogg. You know. I'll explain in a second, chat. Oh, all right. Yeah, we're pivoting. I cannot wait. Yo, so last year, actually, let me tell you guys another story. Last year's April Fool's Day, King Behemoth spawned, And it did not spawn as King Behemoth. It spawned as Odin with all of King Behemoth's moves. And it's like funny, haha, right? But the problem is they forgot to code in a claim shield. So like it was not only King Behemoth, but like the first person to touch it got claim, and it felt like totally unfair to the rest of the server. But yeah, we ran around fighting Odin they ran around fighting Odin instead of King Behemoth that night. So this server, you know, the people who run the server aren't against like doing something fun. Like we're about to find out. All right. Oh, I'm actually glad I have the in-game music off, because this zone DMCA's me every time I come to it. You ready for some shenanigans, chat? All right, I'm in voice chat. We're talking about maybe trying to fight this. All right, so you're about to see what Horizon put in the game just for today only. For a little bit more context, the Horizon does not have treasures out yet. It's something that it's kind of a big meme in the community. But here's Neo Chimera. It is currently tearing through people. Did I slick my hair like it's in the 50s? You found me out, Marty. Marty McFly knows their 50s era hairstyles. Yeah, this is shenanigans. So, like... we don't have treasures yet, let alone Chimera, Cerberus, all that. So this is a joke. Stream on Twitch, somebody's saying? I could go live on my main channel as well. Or on my main stream. Oh, it's not set up. Alright. I think we're going to have to set up a real stream chat. This is too interesting. All right, let's do it. Schedule a stream. Oh my gosh, it's gonna take me so long to set up. Let's see. We're gonna go public with that. And then we're gonna go to restream. Wait, do I need to go to restream? I don't think I do. I think I can just, yeah, we're just not gonna be on Twitch tonight. That's what we'll do. Default stream key. It's nice you don't have to flip your phone. Dude, that's what I like about I like the shorts format. I'm really glad that YouTube made this happen. All right. Let's figure out where my settings thing is because I don't see it. I didn't expect to go live on my main channel. All right, I'll shut up. All right, where is my settings button? Dang it, dude. I'm just gonna reset my docs. All right, I'm halfway there, chat. Stream, YouTube. Okay, I don't know what this is gonna do. I'm gonna try it. Oh, this should work actually. All right, I should be live on my main channel now. All right, for a little bit of context, for those of you who are tuning into the VOD later on, I didn't expect this to do this stream, but apparently they added Chimera to Horizon as like a fun April Fool's thing, and we're just screwing around. So here we are. If you're watching on the Shorts feed, that will still be live. No issues there. And I just gotta set Discord there. No, it's not what I wanted. All right, now we just gotta fix my bot tricks chat and we're good to go. All right, and then we'll get Botrix chat up on the mainstream. All right. Freaking my like cookie blockers and stuff are blocking me right now. All right. I don't need a chat bot. Oh my gosh. Widgets. Chat. All right, there we go. All right. YouTube chat. And it's not working. All right, we're not gonna have any chat on screen. All right. So let me fill in some people because we are live on the main channel now. I mentioned it a second ago, but I'll just elaborate a little bit more here. We were live on the Shorts feed, and it turns out Chimera and Cerberus are both up. Eric said they do drop loot. For real? Who's fighting it right now? Oh, Feeder is. All right, I'm hoping I get an alliance here. I'm on Thief. I'm assuming I'm gonna need accuracy here. All right. I got a new lightning mantle too. Okay, all right, so I'm here. I'm present. Hello, everybody. So Chimera, Cerberus, and likely Hydra are all up. And apparently they drop items and stuff. I don't know. There's not going to be any on-screen chat for the actual live stream. But who knows what the shenanigans will be tonight. We'll see. This is really weird because Aspie was coming up soon as well. So maybe this timing isn't great. And I'm dead. What kind of shenanigans are we gonna get up to, chat? I'm fucking dead. I had my lightning resist on. All right, screw the lightning bow. I'm gonna get my regular bow on, try to provide some support. We haven't really done much combat yet, Yoba. Like, for example, I wasn't even in the party until just a minute ago. This is currently, like, something, like, you probably wouldn't see. Like, this is an April 1st thing, so, like, this is not going to be conducive to, like, normal gameplay. Oh, does my main stream have a chat? Yes, it does. Okay, now I've got both chats open. I think it was killable, and then the mods came and made it unkillable, I think is what happened. All right. I might de-level to 74 tonight, Yuki. I've died a lot. No zoom. I can give you guys a little bit more. Whoa! Also, like, it's kind of dark, but we're just gonna have to deal with that. Oh, we're getting warped? I'm gonna go poke it. Ooh, I probably shouldn't poke it. Can we get to level 90? No, this is a level 75 cap server. Wait. If I perfect dodge, I get 100% accuracy. What just happened? Oh, my attack speed is so slow. Poke him in the butt. Oh gosh, this is slow. Oh, I hit it. All right, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm just gonna warp because this is not happening. All right, we got 10 seconds so I can use my warp cudgel. All right. We... Okay, all right. I don't know what to say about that. Obviously, it started... Oh, you guys couldn't see my alliance on the shorts, the shorts feed. It just started destroying us, and we couldn't damage it. And it instantly regen to 100% from wherever it was at. So, I don't know. But we are going to be camping some turtle tonight. Right, Rookie? Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, you probably won't be seeing much actual combat this stream, only because we're just doing things that aren't really that. But the combat is really interesting in this game. So if you've never really experienced it, it's kind of like a mix between turn-based and action-based. You have a certain attack speed, and that is like your melee attack is like a round, and that's a certain speed. But then everything else is kind of like off global cooldowns. So depending upon where a person's like knowledge is in like you know, MMORPG mechanics, it's I think did RuneScape work that way as well? Maybe that's a good example. But yeah, you have like your attack rounds, and then like your skills and your abilities and all are kind of like off globals with their own unique timers. All right, take it easy, Marty. EverQuest was like that as well. All right, good call. So I wasn't planning on streaming too late, chats, but what's gonna happen here, is we are gonna go Camp Turtle. I think that's gonna be... It's a good time. It's cool. It's old school. It's camping in H&M, but also like, if you weren't here earlier, you might not have heard the story, but last night, like a huge percentage of the people camping H&Ms all put on the same link pearl, and it was kind of memey. It was kind of fun. So I am going to throw on that link pearl now, and we're gonna go to Turtle, and we might get it, we might not. We might just hang out doing nothing for 40 minutes. We might fight a big bad. Like, who knows? It's kind of RNG right now. But you know, honestly, to me, that sounds like a fun thing to leave the stream up for. So, I am going to continue to stream this evening. Don't forget, if you haven't already liked the Shorts feed, we're only 6 likes away from the Chocobo popping his feet out of the egg. If you're new to the stream, by the way, I'm Quetch. I primarily stream Final Fantasy XI, and like other like Final Fantasies. Basically, my main channel is mostly Final Fantasy XI content, and primarily on the private server Horizon XI. Eventually, when it's closer to the new 14 expansion, I do want to be doing that because of the FF11 and 14 crossover. So if any of that is interesting to you, that's what my channel is all about. Did my sneak wear? Oh no. Whoops. Alright, I'm not dead. I was saved by my fellow Link Shell members. Although, I think I would have been fine, but appreciate the help. You never know. Alright, so, for more context, the place I'm entering right now is a valley where once a day a turtle spawns. Now, that turtle, after 3 days, has a chance to be the king version of the turtle. We are currently on the 6th or 7th day, maybe 8th? 6th or 7th. And that means the chance of it being the king turtle is higher, and that's the one that drops the better loot. So, what's going to happen is, starting from a certain point, every 10 minutes, there's going to be a chance for it to spawn. After 1 hour, it is guaranteed to spawn, and it'll either be the lower quality or the king version of the turtle. Obviously, best case scenario is it's the king, and we get it. But this turtle has caused lots of drama for lots of different reasons. It's kind of a pain to fight. So, again, tonight is totally RNG. It may be first window, it may be the lower quality turtle, and we may not even get it. It may be last window, like anyway, so buckle in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take like 3-minute break, fill up my water bottle, grab a snack, use the restroom, and come back, and then we're here, we're committed. So yeah, stay tuned. Again, if you haven't liked the Shorts feed already, please do so. You gotta click the 3 dots at the top of the screen. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. 3 minutes. All right, here we go. Crossover, yeah. There's a raid coming to Final Fantasy XIV that is based on 11. I don't think we know too much about it yet. I'll see if I can pull up. See if I can pull up there's like only a screenshot. I think that's all we have. I think there was a small video. They did something with Iroha for a little while, but this is like bigger than that.
Alright, let me pull my alliance up. Alright, we're cooking. Alright, let me see if I can find this image. Return to Vanadil raid. Let me see. There's really not much to show, but alright, I think this is the right page. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so Echoes of Vanadil, there we go. Alright, let's pull this up. What am I camping? We are currently camping Turtle Adamantoise / Aspid. We're gonna head to camp in a sec. It's not quite time yet, but it almost is. Alright, here we go. Oh, the shorts feed isn't gonna see that. Let me see. Yeah, Juditora. Yeah, that's really all we know. But I do want to show this if I can. Oh. Window capture. Screen capture, right? Yeah. Display capture. All right, here we go. Yeah, okay. So, the newest Alliance Raid series will be based on Final Fantasy XI, titled Echoes of Vanadil. Players will step into Vanadil to explore the world of the acclaimed MMO predecessor to 14. The specifics of the raid were not discussed, but with 20 years of content, there's sure to be some great boss battles and gear players can acquire. The first tier of this raid will be released in patch 7.1. So, it's going to be like... So 7.1 implies that it won't be with the main game. That means it's going to be in the first patch. So the main game is coming out in July. The patch will be in probably September, October. So that'll give me enough time to do the main story. And then when this launches, I don't know. I want to go as hard as I can. Like, I'm not a great 14 player. But, like, for me, I don't know, this just sparks my interest. Now, there's also some, like, other cool stuff. Like, they're doing, like, a whole, like, cyberpunk raid as well. And, like, who knows? That's me. I'm very off and on with this game, but, like, this gets me excited. Anyway. Horizon's still going? Yeah, Than. There's currently 2,700 people online, all single box. And it's on like a Monday night. And yeah, it's still COP, so it's a big meme in the community that Treasures isn't out yet. But I would rather them release Treasures in a state where we are all like able to enjoy it and play it, you know, than in like a, you know, Like, so part of, for those of you who don't know, like, Horizon was built on the foundation that players can recapture that sense of exploration that they had, that you had at any time any big content release ever came out. And what got lost, what gets lost, is if you just release things as they were without tweaks to, like, you know, gear that was underpowered or jobs that couldn't quite function because they didn't have the tools that they ended up giving them later on. Like, all these things are small elements that add up to, like, you know, breaking, like, certain, like, meta towards making other fights more interesting, like, because they drop loot that they, and the loot sucked before, but it's good now. You know, I just really want to see Horizon devs' implementation of treasures, and really just sink my teeth in and explore, you know, in a really fun, interesting way. Because I quit OG retail. I quit back when treasures was rather fresh. So I've learned to love it aesthetically, content-wise. I think the content landscape of Treasures of Outer Gon's third expansion in Final Fantasy XI's history, aesthetically, the content landscape, it's all so top tier. In ways that I came to enjoy playing the game much later on, after I had quit and then came back, when it was already, you could just do it solo, right? Not with a group. So, like, as much as I want to see that content come out, I also want it to be something, you know, well handled. So, all right, let's get out to camp. Oh yeah, no, I agree with you there, Than. Like, COP era is very limited in scope. So I could definitely see that point of view. Oh, I got a new shield from the Easter event. Let's see. Oh wait, which link shell do I have on? What drop we trying to get from Turtle? So Turtle here drops Dalmatica, and it's the only place you can get it. It drops Dalmatica and Wormhole Body. Why is the video so narrow? Looks like it's made for TikTok. Valentino, I am currently streaming to both my shorts feed and my main channel. And so if you found this video on my main channel, but it's narrow, friggin' YouTube doesn't know how to handle this stuff. Yeah, if you're on my main channel, if you're on my channel, there should be a stream that is normal shaped. Did they do anything to make his shield useful or unique? Not that I'm aware of, Ripost. I have been trying to get it for a while now. The one we had drop, because it's like a 15% drop rate, so you just don't get them that often. The one we had drop accidentally floored. So I have been wanting to get it and test it to see if there's anything unique. I don't think there is, but I will say this. It is the highest defense buckler-sized shield. So shields, based on their size, is how often they block, but also how much damage they block. And I've been wanting to test that high defense buckler-sized shield on Warrior. If we see one, I'll pick it up and I'll try, but you know. Nobody cared and it floored. I cared. Alright, let me see what time is like. Okay, got a couple minutes. And we got to load XI camera. Whoa! Oh yeah, I was trying to show you guys my shield. Look, it's a chocobo. I got a chocobo dagger and a chocobo shield. And a Matt's cap that isn't real. Alright, for context, right now we're just buffing up. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, why is Cerberus here? I think, does that have true sight? It does have true sight. It's killing people. I love this right now. Why are we not claiming? This is so troll right now. Oh. Oh, I didn't set my pearls properly. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. All right, right now is the window where the turtle might appear. and it's a no-go. Yeah, typically the devs do. They'll arise anybody who dies when they do stuff like this. Friggin' XI camera. There we go. Oh, it's on somebody else. Oh, he's dead. I'm gonna eat dirt, chat. That's what's gonna happen here. Sorry about XI camera making this a terrible viewing experience, but maybe I'll just unload it between windows. Are MPKs still a thing? Not in the way, if you remember back in the day, they released a patch where mobs, when they were zoned, would despawn. Horizon started with it where if you zone mobs, they just stand there. And like the Dunes line, people would zone goblins and then the goblins would just massacre everybody. That is not here. It was here like the first 3 weeks of the server's life. Yo, welcome, John. Yeah, we're currently dealing with some April Fool's shenanigans on this this private server here. As we camp Aspidoshalone. I wonder where Cerberus is. There it is. Ugh. Big dog in the distance. All right, so we're just chilling in between windows here. What the dog doing? Let me see. Is my code still working? We should be at 30 likes according to my software. I'm not sure why. Somebody on the shorts feed, do me a favor and try hitting that like button if you haven't already, because we should be at 30, but it's not updated. Currently in the dunes, Horizon is so... Yeah, I can't say much about Eden. I don't know much about them. This is the first private server I've had. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're stuck at 30 likes. Anyway, appreciate all you who showed up to the shorts feed. Again, I'm still working on that stuff. But not everything is... Not everything is working perfectly. It is what it is. I think can I manually hatch it? I don't even know if I can. Let's try. Ah, it didn't work. All right. I don't know, chat. Anyway, next window's up. Eco and Garrison. Yeah. Eco Warriors implemented in a really nice way for like casual players here. I really like it. What is Eco Warrior? Eco Warrior is a Lobby piece of content from original FF11 that that you would basically you get assigned by an NPC to like help the environment in the near the city you excuse me, near the city you live. And the whole point is to like exterminate, you know, bad guys. You just started Horizon last week. Oh! Oh, I'm in front of it. I'm in front of it. Yeah, so Eco Warrior, the way you want to... Hold on, we got a window here, and then I'll explain what you guys have to do, because it's you really don't want to miss out if you're like... especially if you're relatively new, you don't want to miss out on the free EXP. All right, remember, we're looking for a giant turtle here. Yeah, specifically not the giant three-headed hellhound. Yeah. All right. All right, no turtle. All right. This is excellent question. I'm so glad we have even like 2 different people here who don't really know what you have to do. I recommend starting with Eco Warrior Sandoria. I'm assuming that killing the dog is either a bad idea or not worth it. Chat, can you fill in Yoba here? So what you want to do is you want to start off with Sandoria because that's the easiest one. You go to the bar, the restaurant, the pub. I don't know what you call it. The one near the square towards the entrance of Southern Sandoria. You probably know the one I'm talking about, or you've ran past it a million times. But there's an NPC in there, and they say like, "Hey, are you interested in helping out? You know, the environment or whatever they say." And then you say yes, and then you have the quest. Now what you do? The Lion's Head Inn. Is that it? Wait, no, that doesn't sound right. The Steaming Sheep, or is the Steaming Sheep in Bastock? Then you follow. You want to be in a group. You want to follow the rest of your group because most people know where they're going to Ordell's Caves. You get to Ordell's Cave. This is gonna sound complicated, but I'm just laying it out, and then we'll go over like why it's not complicated. You go to Ordell's Caves. There's an NPC right in the front. Lion Springs Tavern. Thank you. There's an NPC right in the front, and what they do is they level cap you to 20. All right. Once you have your level cap, what you have to do is go with your group. You go into the zone. You find a question mark spot. One person clicks it, and it spawns a mob that you all have to fight as an alliance at level 20 cap, and you have to kill it. Once it's dead, you check that question mark again. You get a KI. Then you take that KI back to the NPC who level capped you. Then you go back to the Lion Springs Tavern. Okay? Now, I get it's a lot of steps. But the good news is it's really simple. And when you get back to the NPC, they give you 8,000 EXP for whatever job you're on. And a proper raid. You know, I wish this game had level capped raids. It's okay, I'm going to rant about something. It's a genuine pet peeve of mine that they drop the ball on large scale level cap content. Garrison is okay. It's fine, but it's not difficult, and the drops are like they're okay. But like for example, if you do like PvP, which isn't currently on Horizon, you'll know that like 30 cat PvP is drastically different from 60 cat PvP, which is drastically different from 75 cat PvP. And because there's something interesting about your kits at each of those levels that are just different and unique. If gear scale, so I would prefer non-gear scaling. I want to comment on this because this is an important aspect of it. Non-gear scaling, but we have a wardrobe dedicated to, I don't know, gear that is less than level 70 or something like that. And that is because I think that the economy would be better off if we had level capped content that was challenging and fun, and you had to specifically gear well for it. So what that introduces into the game is, well, for crafters, first of all, for example, I'm a goldsmither, right? I'm going to make rings that you can equip at level 20 and HQ them. And like some people will buy them, but once you level up to a certain level, you just sell them yourself. Or sometimes you hold on to them. But basically, the market for lots of different lower level crafted gear gets saturated and becomes nothing. So what my proposal is, what we do is have decent level capped content and then have the ability to put like augments. So say you have a strength +2 ring, you can augment it to be rare EX, and now it's like you roll a random roll and whatever, you get like maybe strength +1, which is really strong if you're in 20 capped content, right? Or for example, 40 capped content with the level 36 rings, and I'm just providing this as an example, there's a lot more out there. And now all of a sudden, you're wanting to become best in slot for a certain level cap, let's call it raid. I don't think Horizon could functionally, I don't think they have the manpower to do something like that and take away from the development of like the important things like Treasures of Outer Gone and H&Ms and stuff like that. But to me, that would be the ideal world to live in, is like, you know, you got a random roll in your ring, it wasn't good, screw it, you got to buy another one. And that feeds the crafts into feeding people's like, you know, wanting to get those minuscule improvements, because right now those minuscule improvements don't apply to you until you're 75. For example, the abjuration gear, you want like the +1 abjuration gear because it is the best improvement you can possibly get to your character in anything that matters. And there's this whole again, a 30 kit and a 60 kit are vastly different from a 75 kit. And I think that there's so much space to play in there that SE tried to do with Garrison. And I think the only place it was truly accomplished was in 30 cap PvP and possibly 60 cap PvP. Those two places, you may want to min-max your gear. WoW does this really well. WoW has... I don't know the specifics that well, but I've talked to friends who are really involved in this kind of stuff. And like the capped PvP is something that you try to min-max for, whether it's your character build or what have you. So I would love to see true, because right now it's just BCNMs and Garrison, and neither of which are like BCNMs. You're not going to min-max for freaking Up in Arms. You're just going to get the 3 people that can kill it, and you're going to get it done. It's just like, to me, it's a lost opportunity that I think would be really fun in a game with such wide character progression, such horizontal character progression, where there's such a variety of things out there that get left behind by time and levels. Storage is still an issue even when you get extra paid 6 MOG slots on retail. Right. I think I like the word Oda used best here. A separate wardrobe for arenas would be awesome. And that's kind of where my mind's at. So actually there's another thing here. I think there's a second place with a similar issue where the ball was dropped. And that is a place that I think Horizon is going to play in, and I'm excited about. And that is assault gear. Assaults had gear you could buy that said things like, in assault, get +6 attack, or song +1, or whatever it is, right? But like assaults were something you did, you got over with, and then you kind of moved on. If that same gear, were then functional in Besieged, Nizul Isle, now you're looking at a subset of gear that you're trying to collect and maintain for its own content. Oh, I'm near Cerberus again. All right, we got window coming up. So like if you have a piece of gear, if you have like a ring that has refresh +1 on it, that's super busted. But if you can only use it in Nizul Isle, etc., then you're going to put your assault points and you're going to buy it because you're like, oh, I do a lot of Nizul, for example, or salvage. If that same gear continues into salvage, now we're looking at a very interesting gearing progression that Treasures wanted to do, I think, but didn't provide on. Okay. Window. No turtle. Now that is a space where I have hope that Horizon plays in really well in a really interesting and fascinating way. I know this is a far cry from the Eco Warrior conversation we started with. I hope that for those of you who didn't know what Eco Warrior was and wants to do it, I definitely recommend getting into it. Otherwise, you're leaving EXP on the table every week, and also 10k gil. It also rewards 10k gil. Super good, especially if your playtime is light. It's the best way to make progress by logging into the game only a handful of times a week. You definitely don't want to miss it. Fight! Alright. Yeah, apparently my chocobo hatching mechanism broke. You know what? I bet it broke when I went live on my main stream. But appreciate all the likes. Thank you, everybody. Welcome new viewers to the shorts feed. Yeah, and John, I'll actually cap that off with one more thing. Technically speaking, if you read old guides on Eco Warrior, like on like BG Wiki and stuff, they are technically correct in like the way things function. The difference is Horizon allows you to get rewarded once a week for them. So if you're curious about it mechanically, you can always check an old guide. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to manually hatch it here, Coder. All right. I gotta do it the brute force way that I didn't want to do, but let's see. It should be this one. No, how about this one? There we go. Hatched it for you, chat. All right, I know for a fact we're at like 35, even though it says I have a whole lot more likes than that. So let's just do 35 out of 50. Eco Warrior wasn't repeatable in retail. I believe the weekly lockout to Eco Warrior was in retail. Because what Eco Warrior did reward you with is an EXP scroll. It was the bad one though. It was like the one that gives you like 1,000. It's not even 1,000 EXP. It's like a range of 200 to 800 was the original reward. But as is pointed out, 8,000 EXP is on a level 20 job. That's like a level and a half, if not 2 levels. To help you, it's especially useful if you time it correctly to get you through level ranges that your particular job doesn't handle well. You can just use that EXP to give that job a boost. So I think SC had the right idea. And you know, if you think of Eco Warrior, it's a level 20 cap thing, right? And it was part of the base game. I don't know if that EXP scroll was ever quite worth your time. But when you're looking at, you know, level 50 being the cap, etc., they obviously had an intent to make this a weekly thing people got together to do in order to get the reward at the end, which was the EXP scroll, and then just left it. There's a lot of like leftover artifacts, relics of, you know, things SE tried and just didn't work and never went back to. And I think this is one of them. So that's the kind of interesting play space I like to see Horizon like playing in, or any private server. Any private server can play in these spaces. You know, there's a lot of really cool stuff being done out there. I'm just not involved in those servers, you know. Mobile XI for 4-1. This is FF11 mobile you're watching right now, chat. The problem is it's view only. There's no participation unless you include hatching a chocobo. camping a turtle. I need to ship a text really quick. I hate being on my phone when I'm live. It just feels so like dirty. All right. It's a random scroll from 1 to 2K. It might be. So the reason I was unsure, Edge of Me, is because Horizon boosted the EXP values of the scrolls, I think by 3x across the board. And the scroll we get is like 3 to 6. So that's actually probably right. Yeah, so you get the boosted scroll here, you get the 8k EXP flat, and you get 10k gil. It's just like, again, for especially for any if you're like casual or just getting started, it's like it's like missing. It's just a waste. Anyway. All right. All right. One more text. Yeah, that's why I use it, or that's what I use it for, is like whatever side jobs I'm leveling or sub jobs. I'll just slap on that big EXP boost and, you know, move on with my day. It's been helpful for getting Paladin up. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Paladin from 60 to 75. I have no idea. Like, is it all sky parties? Like, where do people take Paladin? Ooh, Cape Terragon is a good one, actually. Because that's like, Cape Terragon is like, you want a real tank there. Like, you take a real tank, you take like a thief for skill chain, you take like a Dark Knight, some supports. Yeah, I could totally see that. Yeah. Tree wouldn't be bad either. I'm really not looking forward to 60 to 75 on Paladin. I mean, except for the fact that I enjoy it. But, like, it's going to be a slog. In case you're tuning into the stream recently, by the way, Cerberus is running amok at Aspie Camp. Oh, Cal Brit. Goodbye, Cal Brit. All right, it's turtle window. Good luck, us. Turtle. I don't see it. Damn it. Oh, Cerberus is on somebody. All right. So Turtle's here. It's not ours. Good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first, chat? So this is the King version, by the way, for those of you who were just learning about this stuff earlier. So the good news is we're not out of the equation yet. The bad news is, oh God. The bad news is it could be upwards of an hour before we find out. Oh my gosh. Wind Elemental on Snite. I'm getting far away from this. Oh God. This is... I think it's funny, but it's also kind of like... shitty. Chat, are you still with me? Are you seeing what's going on? All right. Yeah. Yeah, right, Kerm. That's kind of what I'm feeling. He's like, it's kind of disrespectful to our time, but it is funny. And I think that's the thing bullies experience. All right. I want to provide some more context for this fight and why I said it's probably going to take it'll take an hour until we find out what's up. So, first of all, you need to know. This fight has been changed from its original version. Basically, the way to kill it is you need to skill chain it and then magic burst it with ice magic. And when you do that, when you do 2,000 damage, this is what we think. This isn't perfect because we've had issues with this mob. 2,000 damage, it goes into its shell. 2,000 more, it comes out of its shell. If you do not pull it out of its shell, it begins regenning its health, and it regens about 15%. No, it regens almost exactly 15% before it comes out on its own. And as far as we've experienced, you cannot pull it out of its shell with damage after that point. You need to magic burst in such a way that it goes into its shell and back out, essentially. Okay. Because so 15% health that it regens is roughly 2 sets of magic bursts. So the issue is if you mess up too many of those bursts in a row, or not even in a row, if you mess up too many during the course of the fight, the regen that it does, basically every step forward is 2 steps back. Now why is that a problem? Well, after 1 hour from time of claim, this mob goes on a rampage and starts doing 9999 damage, cap damage. Well, capped for this era. Well, I don't even think that's capped. It just does 9. It does 9s. Lots of 9s, okay? You can't survive it. To area effect. And then it attacks incredibly fast. It's basically unkillable after 1 hour. Okay? So what happens is, 1 hour goes by, and if you have screwed up your magic bursts, whatever, too many times, you didn't kill it. It then proceeds to kill everyone who it has hate on, period. Anybody who's ever touched it, looked at it, cured a party member, you could be outside the party. If you cured one of them, you're now on its hate list, okay? So it basically murders everybody. And then what happens is it needs to go yellow. Its name needs to go from pink or whatever that is. It's the rage timer. Yes, thank you. To yellow. Once that goes to yellow, and it no longer is looking for a person, because it can be yellow, but it can still be chasing somebody down to kill them. Okay? So it has to both go yellow, and it has to be not looking for anybody. Once that happens, it'll begin to regen its health at every 10 seconds, like 10% every 10 seconds or something like that. Okay, then what happens is, once it reaches full health, rage leaves. How do we know that? Well, at the 1 hour mark when it rages, in say chat, it's like, I'm gonna kill you all. And then when it regens its HP to 100%, it says, I'm no longer angry. Okay? When you see that message, or otherwise, you know you can claim it. Now the problem with that, we're gonna get to the very end case problem here, is it goes to 100%. It says in chat like I'm ready to be claimed. The problem is because of the way server ticks happen, you want to try to claim it as it's hitting 100. You may even want to claim it before the message appears in chat, because it being ready to be claimed and it saying that thing in chat because of server ticks are not necessarily the same exact thing. All right? So what's going to happen is it kills everybody, it regens to 100, and then there's going to be a mad dash for people at like 99%. They're going to use their spell or their job ability or whatever to try to claim it. But then they're going to die. So this is a pattern we've experienced multiple times. And we've had middling success on. So we ain't raging this, bro. I don't think you guys are necessarily gonna rage. I think that the biggest reason I'm bringing it up is because Cerberus was involved also. But like, also we gotta wait for the kill. So that's why I said we have upwards of an hour. The reason there would be an hour is because of a potential rage. But good luck to y'all. And that's basically the fight. So it's both a DPS management and a DPS check. The reason you mostly ever hear of a fight being one or the other is because I think that's better game design, Yoba. What's up, Ara? It's Ara, right? Can't see the name tag. The reason I actually have some qualms about this fight in particular is because it's too many factors for a fight that you only get to fight once, twice a month tops. I would love this fight if it were in an instant situation, or in a repeatable situation such as H&M. I would like to see the mechanics on this tweaked ever so slightly. Just because and I'm sure other people in my chat, And a lot of the people standing here right now have spent multiple hours at this mob before. So, but yeah, this is the thing we came for. The big dog is just a hoax. Oh, it's Coder. Oh, what's up, Coder? So anyway, it's already at, what is this, 83%? They haven't stuck it in its shell yet, which is a good sign. It sounds like Cerberus might have got poofed. I'm seeing an LS chat. People trying to MPK. I will say, there's not a lot of... At the various H&M camps, there's not much you can do to MPK, but I think Cerberus is definitely... definitely a way that can be done. Anyway, now that explanations is over, I think you guys have liked this stream enough on the shorts end of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and manually hatch the Chocobo. As we hopefully wind down on the stream this evening. Core trigger, test trigger, and bam. Yeah, I think it broke when I went live on my... on my actual channel. Oh, it's in his shell. Regen time, baby. Yeah, that's more Deus Ex Machina. The Evolith stuff Repost is asking about. They haven't specifically mentioned Evoliths, like synergy and whatnot. But there was, I think, when we interviewed Eric on the Level Sync podcast, I think that's where he mentioned wanting to do augments in the future. And they're definitely planning. So augments on gear in general, which we don't have any currently, but like, I'll show you guys an example. So say you have like Hecatome Mittens. So the Evoliths were basically you could take this piece of gear and you could get a random chance to get an extra stat or whatever on it. No augments, you don't like them. So I like augments a lot when they're done properly. When they're not, they're awful. So in modern retail, there's some situations where augments are handled well and are interesting and like they feel good to pursue after, and then there's situations where they're absolutely not. And I don't know how they're going to handle it, when they're going to handle it, but one of the reasons the conversation came up is because they had also asked, like the player base had suggested, hey, can we put signatures on cursed gear like Hecatome Mittens? And they said, look, we actually would love that idea. The problem is a signature on a piece of gear actually takes up a slot that an augment would be applied. Because like each piece of gear has X number of like text slots available to it. I think it's 3. And the moment you take one up with a signature is you then have one less augment you can apply. So some private servers really bank on the fact that augments are like a prevalent portion of the way they handle progression. Personally, I think augments are really important to the economy. I would just like to see them handled well. So the whole like so design wise, right? Think about this. Design wise, if you make augments tied to the tatters like they did, which was like, in order to augment my Dalmatica, I need Dalmatica tatters. That affects the gameplay loops from pieces of content in some ways. Whether those ways are negative or positive, you know, I'm not going to try to answer that question here, but it affects the gameplay loops. So, for example, players who are finished on Sky gear may want to go back to Sky in order to get tatters to sort of recycle that gear. Yeah. So conceptually, it was done by SE in order to bring players back into that old content. Now, if Horizon's plan is to allow people... Okay, so imagine a year from now, you signed up for Horizon with some friends. Your goal was to make a link shell, get into Sky, and do old Sky content. And that is still relevant and interesting for players to do. Do you want to maintain that? Or do you do what SE did and make, okay, Sky's been power crept. We're in treasures now. We're going to go spend a weekend and we're going to get a bunch of tatters for people. Those are two different design philosophies. I think I would rather a situation where farming Sky isn't relevant to me anymore, so I get to leave. But then the players who recently joined the server 3 months, 6 months ago or whatever, that's the thing they want to do with their time. It's available and there for them. You know, not just like on farm by like the highest, most enfranchised player base. I don't have an opinion on which is better. I would just rather the that style. So to me, I wouldn't be looking at tatters. I would be looking at items in the economy that you want to try to either supply or regulate. So a good example is like elemental ores. If you have, say, an augment on Neptunal gear needs like earth ore, now all of a sudden you've increased the desirability of an item in the economy, and you've tied that towards the endest level of content's progression. So, is Horizon considering power creeping in treasures? And that is the eternal question. How much vertical power creep do you give in a horizontally progressive game? And I think the answer is some. I don't know. I think these are really interesting questions, and I'd like to see where things go here. Horizon doesn't know what they want to do. I think they do. I think there are questions that are being answered as they go. Like, you can't have all the answers up front. We'll see. I think when Treasures releases, look what they want to do to Turban. I said from day one Turban needs to be nerfed before I even knew they were going to do anything to it. I think 5 haste is too much. I mean, literally the only other 5% haste piece of gear is tied to the fact that you have Dragoon set as a sub-job. Like, that is situationally interesting to me. Turban just going on your head, no matter who you are, is like, I don't know, it's kind of cheesy to me. I think when you look at Homam Zuchetto, for example, Homam, like why... Haidate. Thank you. Yeah. Now, Haidate... I think Haidate could have used the nerf. $15 dex, 5 haste is like that. That looks like stats from Abyssia era. Right. You can't ever produce an item better than Haidate. Like you unless you change fundamentally the way you structure your server. I mean, SE ran up to this, and it's why they increased the level cap. Like the itemization was too ingrained. I don't think haste needs to be nerfed. The thing about haste, and it's actually a fascinating part of this game, is like, I think that reaching haste cap with your gear is like one of the most important pieces of gear progression for any melee, and I think it should stay that way. You know, you acquiring your extra 1% here or there is like a difference of like, do I make sub-job choices? Do I pay for HQ dusk gloves? And those kind of choices are they're really interesting in terms of your overall gear progression. Working up your home set into a speed belt, you know, etc. And Wallara Turban just like shortcutted that. My opinion is when Wallara Turban was made, it was made to sell expansions. I think it was literally added into the game so more people would be interested in treasures, and I think it was heavy-handed. And I think it needs a nerf. How far are we into this? And they're at 85. Alright, I finally get to respond to that text I sent earlier. The need for accuracy and haste, so make a gear choice like earthen gear over haste gear. Yeah, I agree with you. That's sort of part of the overall makeup of gear progression. The balance of accuracy versus haste is the kind of like I deal with a lot on Thief because, and I'll deal with even more once I get Mandau, because the relics for one-handers come with 20 attack, while the relics for two-handers come with 20 accuracy, which means that the two-handers get to just go balls out with their haste sets in like higher level content. So again, to me, that is interesting. Haidate is the worst offender. It is literally the best of both. Haste should add a small penalty to accuracy, nothing crazy, but enough for you have to balance. I mean, I do have to balance plates on Thief. Like specifically non two-handed relics do. That's why I have 3 tiers of accuracy toggle, is because basically you have to sacrifice haste for accuracy. So I think that is already happening. You know, for example, here's my max haste set. I'm in 3, 7, 10, 13, 16, 20. I'm in 20 here. Now, the moment I go into my higher accuracy set, I'm in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm in 13%. So I lose 7% in order to gain like 7, 22, like 24, 26 accuracy. Do I have merits and dex for more accuracy? No, but I don't think the 4 merits we get in Era, 5 merits for 2 accuracy is worth it over losing all that strength. Strength is just so strong. Strength affects every melee hit, and it affects Mercy Stroke. So anyway, so I lose, you know, 6 haste in order to produce like 20 something accuracy, and like that's only 1 tier. My other tier is like I have almost no haste at all. I have 9 haste. Strength is strong. Right. If you're melee, you want to do strength. Hands down, because like literally like even just F strength alone, base damage basically affecting your base damage based on your strength versus the mob's vitality and a function of your weapon's weapon rank. So, which is what strength affects, is like 1 damage per melee hit per hand on every attack round, let alone your weapon skill mod. And it's just too strong. I'm paying more attention now. Spam voke it. I'm a thief, bro. I can only screw up so many times before I'm a problem. I didn't grab a snack earlier and I'm regretting it now. I have apples. I think I'm gonna go get an apple, chat. Apples? Why did you talk about apples? The subject matter was dolphins. Oh, man. I'm gonna go get an apple. Be right back. Enjoy the festivities.
This stupid turtle. Oh, bloody bolts, yeah. Have you acquired any intelligence gear yet, Kenneth? I know at your level it's going to be tough to come by, but basically the way bloody bolts work is they use the difference in your intelligence versus your enemy's intelligence. And so like you're not going to hit EXP targets like you would have in retail back in the day. But if you're farming like bees, you'll drain for a bunch. At 75, I've got an int set that is pretty balanced between ranged accuracy and intelligence. So maybe like an extra 15 intelligence or whatever in my set. And I can drain when I'm farming, but not on. The only high level mob that I can drain well is Gigas, because Gigas have tiny brains. Yeah, I would say it's probably not worth it at your level, unless you're like farming something where. So if you're like farming like EPs at your level, you might see a benefit from getting intelligence gear specifically for your drain bolts only. But that's like really specific, and like anything EP you're farming right now, when you're like level 50 or whatever, you won't need those drains anyway. So I wouldn't really recommend anybody really work on that set until they're 75. If you're just tuning in, I know this is the most engaging fight that we're not actually in, but we're just waiting to see if this turtle dies. But yeah, we had a good April Fool's Day here. There was some dev shenanigans with some high-level mobs. If you haven't checked out today's podcast, definitely no trolling going on there. If you don't know, I do a Final Fantasy XI podcast called Level Sync. It's here on YouTube. You can also find it on Apple Music and Spotify.
Turtle. All right, replying to one more text, and the phone's away. Throw it across my room. No, I won't do that. I've only got one phone. All right. My chat window, seeing everyone's actions, I filter it depending upon what I'm doing. Were Dragon, no friends has it. How am I able to zoom out so far? I think you might be a little bit further behind on the stream there, Massia. Whenever you get here, it's XI camera, yeah. Can I please say what? I don't know what that's from, Goblin Buns. Oh, wait, Resident Evil, yeah. Duh, Jill. Wait, is this, are you creating an AI of my voice? Malevolently eating the apple. Oh man. Yeah, Wesker, he's got like the glasses and the like slick haircut, right? Yeah. think the only Resident Evil I own is 4. My brother's a huge. He collects like Resident Evil merch and stuff. Willing to develop an AI for the cutscenes in this game? Oh, that's an interesting thought, Eclipse. You mean like an AI, like AI voiceovers? Interesting. There was that, did you guys see there was an AI, like NVIDIA, what's it called? Flashback or something, maybe? I forget, but it like takes like older games and like uses AI to like upscale them. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yo, I was watching some Link to the Past speedruns the other day. I was watching Andy. What was he racing? Bingo. Andy was racing a bingo in a tournament. What was it? It's right here in my history somewhere. I go in and out, man. I'll just get addicted for like 3 months straight to Link to the Past Rando. Hog Champion Season 10. Yeah, especially if a good tournament is going on, I'll just get hooked. And then I'll be off it for a couple months. Yeah, I watch so much of his stuff. The only thing I don't watch is like I don't really have any connection to Super Metroid, so I don't really dig the Super Metroid Rando crossover stuff. But like otherwise, like tournaments and all that, it's a lot of fun to watch. I've tried some vanilla Rando seeds. FF1 Rando. I've seen a good deal of that. I keep giving it another shot because like part of me like kind of likes it. But it's not as sticky for me as Link to the Past. Like, and I keep trying to figure out why. Like, I've tried watching FF6 Rando, I've tried watching FF5 Rando, FF4 Free Enterprise, FF1, which they do a lot of, there's like a lot of tournaments for FF1. I keep expecting, like, I'll find something that really, like, I really enjoy, and it's just, like, it's okay for me. But, like, it's the same thing with, like, Ocarina of Time. Like, I don't really care for it. But Link to the Past, keep coming back to. Yeah. It's just like the puzzle of the solve along with the mechanics of the game just kind of like line up in a sweet spot for me. Like a lot of like FF Rando is did you find this key item, and like I guess like FF5 for me is probably the closest one to like, oh, you got to figure out what job comp you want to use. But there's like a handful of like really powerful strats that just kind of get utilized. And so like the solve isn't as interesting to me, and that is like probably the most interesting one. 6 has the relics, and that is kind of scratches that itch. 14 mins, you guys got this. Or not, he's in his shell. Oh no. The newer glitches are cool too. In which, Edgemy? Have I tried Zelda Parallel Worlds? No, I've never even heard of that. A fan-made LTTP? Is it like I mean, that describes a lot, actually. I guess it's just a ROM hack, yeah? Or is it like a standalone EXE or something? No, I've not heard of it. I'll tell you what I did play recently, though. This is really cool. It might be some crossover here with some people. Oh, Aspie's floating around. I played, there's a ROM hack for Legend of Zelda 1. And it turns Legend of Zelda 1 into like a roguelike. Oh, Icebreaker and the new Swamp Palace stuff. Oh, yeah. ROM hack complete overhaul way harder. Oh, that sounds really cool. Actually, I'm going to look this up. Find something to play on my my Asus, my ROG Ally. Parallel Worlds. Everything is brand new. Dungeons, overworlds, etc. This sounds really sick. Wow, they had their 10-year anniversary recently. I wonder if I have to patch this. I really don't feel like patching a ROM right now. Let me see. Is Aspie dead? No, 12%. Captcha? Friggin' Captcha. You have a Parallel Worlds on cartridge? Did you order it custom, or did you order like a flash cart and put it on yourself? Whoops. Custom order, sick. But yeah, Legend of Zelda 1, but it's roguelike, right? So if you've played Legend of Zelda 1, you kind of know the gist of it, the overworld, and then the 8 dungeons, and then, you know, you go fight Ganon, etc. The way this works is you're just in the first dungeon room, and no matter what door you go through, you're now in room 2. And then you have to, kill all the mobs in that room, and then you can exit out of any of the doors. Now you're in room 3. So there's no backtracking, right? There's no puzzle to it. It's just you're in one room, then you're in the next. And whichever door is closest to you and shortest, that's the one you want to take, because, you know, you can race this, okay? So 2 people playing the same seed would race this. So anyway, you're in room 3, and then maybe you discover, you know, you get to room 15, and then maybe you discover a sword upgrade. But sometimes you do, sometimes you get a boomerang. Now you have to navigate rooms like 16, 17, 18, and so on with just the boomerang, and you're like level 1 sword. And then maybe you get a mail upgrade. So you don't know how it's going to be. And then like you want to earn rupees along the way. And then occasionally you find a shop, and they'll sell like your next sword upgrade or whatever it might be. It's all RNG. And you may decide to spend your rupees on that. You may not have collected enough rupees because you didn't like you know, you just didn't pick them up, or you spent too many arrows, right? So it's really fun. Then you get to room 255, and that's where Ganon is with the princess, or with Zelda. And then by then you would have gotten the silver arrows, and you could defeat Ganon. It's a fun little ROM hack. If you die, that's it. There's two different modes, actually. There's a race mode where if you die, you go back to your last boss fight. So there's like boss fights every like 30 floors or something, 50 floors maybe. And then there's like normal mode, which is like if you die, that's it. You just reset and it's roguelite, it's back again. Portable mini games, yeah. Everybody, that's it. Throw down. We're playing ALTTP Rando while we're camping Aspie. Oh, box art and everything? Sick. I was thinking about ordering some custom boxes. Well, custom, but like repro boxes for my Pokemon games. Oh, 2%! And it's out. GG's. Oh, it's glitching. Is it? No, it's out. Yeah, it was close. I mean, if you guys probably had enough leeway to probably have it go in its shell 2 more times, maybe. Maybe 1, honestly. All right, GG's, y'all. I'm out of here. All right, friends. Good times out at Turtle Camp. But I guess I'm gonna close up my stream here. I didn't even mean to stream on my main channel. I hope that people who watch this VOD later on will get to see the Cerberus shenanigans. People on the shorts, everybody, actually, don't hesitate to drop a like on this video before you go. It's been a pleasure. I'm not streaming on Twitch today. So there will be no rating, and I don't even my end screen. My end screen might work. It'll work for the main stream, but it won't work for the shorts feed. So thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see y'all in the next one. All right, peace out. Ah, it worked, kind of. Oh god. Oh, everything's broken.